Our father was a kind of tailor. So my grandfather was the Gorkha. And long times ago, in the, let's say 30 years back, and that time the people they bring with the fabric, would they come to the tailor shop and I wanted the suit, right? Tailoring is a whole my life in tailoring now, right? So we're seeing for that we are kind of child, so we already seeing the needle and the scissor and the cutting the fabrics the whole our life. So we interest in the tailoring, so yeah, we just take it.
Hello everyone and welcome to another of my reviews. In today's video, I'll review a new suit commission from the Bangkok Tailor Galaxy Tailor. Now, I first visited Galaxy Tailor last year and actually reviewed my first suit commission with them in this video here. Since then, Galaxy Tailor has enjoyed a surge of popularity and has been featured in numerous other YouTube videos such as this one and this one. As such, I decided to revisit Galaxy Tailor during my recent year-end trip to Bangkok. So let's see how my second experience went. So as a refresher, Galaxy Tailor is situated in the popular area of Sukhumvit and can be accessed via a 5-minute walk from the BTS station Asok. So I covered the showroom in my first video, so I won't be repeating myself here. My feelings remain the same. The showroom hasn't really changed much since my first visit. Now, during my first visit to Galaxy Tailor, I commissioned a relatively affordable 10,000 baht or around 375 Singapore dollars suit. I was quite satisfied with how that suit turned out. I've also received quite positive feedback from readers who subsequently patronized Galaxy Tailor after reading my review. This gave me the confidence to go for a premium branded suit for my second visit. So I relayed these intentions to Jay, who promptly broke out fabric books from European males such as VBC, Radar and Guabello. Out of all the books, I was most drawn to the VBC Perennial and absolutely fell in love with this navy fabric that has a subtle twill pattern. So for those uninitiated in fabrics, VBC is an esteemed Italian fabric mill, with its workhorse Perennial series being one of the most popular suiting fabric collections anywhere in the world, including Thailand and Singapore. Unlike the cheapish, $375 Singapore dollars suit that commissioned previously, these VBC Perennial fabrics are made from 100% wool and are very lightweight and breathable on the skin. Jay also took this opportunity to introduce Guabello, another Italian mill that specializes in 100% wool fabrics. I've seen Guabello fabric book before in local tailors, but I've actually yet to commission a piece. So after browsing through the Guabello fabrics, I also took a liking to a grey fabric that has this subtle checks pattern. While I was deliberating between the VBC and Guabello fabrics, Jay brought up this idea of commissioning a 3-piece suit, with the grey checkered Guabello fabric serving as a contrasting vest to the blue twill VBC suit. Unlike most Singaporean tailors, Galaxy Tailor actually have the fabric rolls on hand, even those from your European mills. As such, Jay was able to drape both the grey Guabello fabric and the VBC navy fabric on me, allowing me to visualize how the suit would look like on my body. As it turns out, I really like the juxtaposition of the colors and textures, and therefore, I readily agreed with Jay's recommendation. After settling on the suiting fabrics, Jay suggested a red lining for a bolder look, which I took up. As for the shirt, we decided to play a bit safer with a simple white fabric. Now, with the fabric selection done, it was time to choose the buttons. Interestingly, Jay shared that their buttons are now personalized with the Galaxy Tailor brand name. I think this is a bit of a double-edged sword, as there are some who might find this a bit ostentatious and gaudy. Personally, I don't really mind it, and thus went along with Jay's suggestion of a dark brown button for both the suit and the vest. Thereafter, Jay proceeded to take my measurements. Again, I chronicled the measurement process in my previous review of Galaxy Tailor, so do check out my first video if you're curious about how it's like to get measured. After the measurements were completed, Livy and Jay brought me to their in-house workshop located on the second floor of the showroom. Here, Galaxy Tailor does quality control on the finished garments, including double-checking the measurements, as well as stores fabric rolls from a wide variety of mills. In fact, it is from this sort of showroom and workshop that Jay and David brought the Guabello and VBC fabric roll.
At QC, we have a QC team. Whole team, we have a QC. So once the jacket is bring it from the factory, we as soon as get it straight to standard, they try the jacket. After everything, client say happy, good, we take the jacket upstairs, clean it, and they check the size, QC all the detail. After done it, we're gonna be delivered for the client.
It is clear that the team here takes the job seriously. I could sense a commitment to detail and quality despite the short turnaround time of most orders. So I returned for my basic fitting the next day. For those uninitiated with tailoring, a basic fitting process is where the tailor will let you try on a skeleton jacket, held together by temporary white basting stitches. Personally, I believe that a basted fitting is essential to a true tailoring experience. Like most Bangkok tailor, Jay attaches the sleeve separately in order to achieve the best possible sleeve pitch. We also noted down a few areas for alteration, such as making a jacket a bit looser and cleaning up the drape on the back. To achieve this, Jay uses pin and chalk, quintessential tools of the trade, to denote the necessary areas for adjustment. I also gave feedback that I found the trousers to be a bit too short, especially since I've been wearing the three-piece suit with dress shoes. Jay took note of this and promised to have them lengthened by the following day. So I returned the next day and I had my first look at the vest. I was struck by how dapper the double-breasted vest looked, especially in grey. It also fits well, being form-fitting but not overly tight. Paired with the navy suit, I felt incredibly dapper, like David Beckham, attending a royal wedding. The fit of the suit was good and indicated to Jay that I was ready to take the garments home. So in my initial review of Galaxy Tailor, I mentioned that the hospitality of David and Jay was one of the highlights of my experience. I want to stress that remains true this time around. It's clear that the shop has gotten more popular, due to all this media attention, and I can see that I also hired new staff, but the service remains attentive and top-notch. Alright, now let's take a closer look at the suit in Singapore.
Alright, so I'm back home in Singapore and I'm wearing this 3-piece VBC suit from Galaxy Tailors. Overall, I'm very impressed with the fit. Everything fits very nicely and feels very premium, as of course it's a VBC fabric. And definitely, it's very in vibe with the colonial building that we have behind me, as we have this very vintage looking retro vibes sort of double-breasted vest in this grey Gobello fabric. I think it's a very sharp and very nice contrast to the navy VBC fabric that we have here. And if you like to dress down the look, you can always ditch the jacket and just wear the vest itself. So something like this, will be a very nice attire that you can wear for a bar or a nice dinner date, for example. So if you're interested in commissioning something from Galaxy Tailors, you can always code What's So Shiok, show this video, or flash a written article to enjoy a free shirt with every suit purchase. And if you'd like to know more about my experiences and how this suit turned out, you can check out the website for the full review.